Today we review the Taylor 224 CEK DLX. This is IkeGuitar. Let's do this. What's going on, guys? Today we're talking about the Taylor 224 CEK DLX. The 224 CE is Taylor's below $2,000 mark acoustic grand-auditorium style guitar with the expression to electronics. It's made in Mexico. It retails for about $1,800. And it's a pretty cool guitar. Let me show you what it's all about. So I actually traded for this guitar for an American performer. If you guys remember the Telecaster with the Canadian tuxedo finish, I traded for that one. It's a pretty good trade, I think. This guitar is really interesting. I'm going to show you all the specs I can on this thing and begin to play some of the demo for you. So the Taylor 224 CEK DLX is kind of Taylor's, big, under $2,000 Mexican style acoustic guitar. It's really meant to emulate an all-purpose kind of acoustic, the J45, hence this grand auditorium style. It's got a Venetian cutaways. The guitar features the expression system to electronics, which is essentially a piezo, but they're essentially laid out a bit differently than traditional piezo crystals. So it sounds really good and full. Now I will say right off the bat, the guitar is gorgeous. We have a sapel neck and we've got an ebony fingerboard along with this all Hawaiian look. I really love the look of this koa. It really looks really good to me. And if you're looking for a pretty good acoustic guitar underneath $2,000, this guitar is a pretty good one to have. What I do like about it is it does offer a lot of really great sounds plugged in. By itself, it's a little underwhelming, I'll be honest with you, but I'm not going to get a nice guitar that I like for anything less than $2,500. So for me, if I'm going to be using this guitar on the road and I'm going to be plugged in anyway, this guitar is as good as any, and I really do enjoy the sound of this guitar when it's plugged in. Now, as far as other features on the guitar, we do have a micarta saddle and a new bone nut. It's actually really good sounding to me. It keeps the tune pretty well. Then we have a 25.5 scale length as well as a 1/11/16 nut width. So if you like the feel of a more traditional 335, bigger spacing in between the strings, I'm all about that. It's gonna feel really good for you. It'll have 20 frets. It's got this beautiful gloss on the front. It's got this beautiful single ring rosette. It's kind of like a faux rosette. And it's got this shaded edge burst kind of style. So you can see how it kind of gets brighter toward the middle and then gets shaded toward the edges here. So a really great looking guitar. I'm gonna play it around for you. I'll play directly through a T-Garden DI, one of my favorite DIs for acoustic. And you'll find that the ES2, the Expression System 2, offers a bit more gain than traditional preamps for guitars. So it sounds really good. Don't need a whole lot of extra stuff on top, which is really nice if you're an acoustic player. And it also offers you a lot of great tone control. So I've got a bass, I've got a treble, and I got a volume, traditional Taylor style tone controls, and I can't wait to play it for you guys. Let's give it a listen, okay? honestly, for guitar worth a little less than $2,000, Sounds pretty darn good plugged in. I actually do like this guitar. I would recommend this guitar to anybody trying to get a good guitar for on stage. You can take on the road, maybe beat up a little bit. It's not going to sound as good as a more traditional J45 or a Hummingbird. That's just a matter of fact, or a D28. Okay, so if you're going for those kinds of sounds, you're going to get like 60% there, but you really have to go and buy an extra tier up in the guitar manufacturing world for a guitar like that. But for a good stage guitar, maybe you're playing worship music, maybe you're playing a coffee shop, and you want a guitar you can bring around, beat up, and not be afraid to get scuffed a little bit, this guitar is pretty good. It'll actually work out really well for you. I do recommend this guitar if anybody's looking for a guitar they need to have for a beginning starter guitar, or they want to play around town a bit more with a guitar that can be beat up and used. It's a great guitar for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing. I make videos all the time. Guys, the 224 CE KDLX is a great guitar. If you're looking for a grand auditorium style Taylor acoustic guitar that will serve you well on the road, it'll work. It works really well. You don't need to spend $5,000 for a more vintage or custom shop guitar, okay? Now, obviously, if you're gonna be more professional and you're gonna go hard the paint, yes, get a more expensive guitar, but this guitar is gonna be great for a lot of people looking to buy a guitar to use on the road, at their house, have fun on campfire nights or worship retreats. It's going to be a great guitar for a lot of things. So guys, have a great day. We'll see you next time on IkeGuitar.